We're out here working on a ramp for the Petey's. We had to rebuild this one because it was so bad before. It was rotted and falling apart, and they really had no good access to the back door of the house. So we've got a call from a social worker that they needed a ramp and also a roof. We'll be coming back later to put a roof on the house, but for now we're just focused on getting the ramp done and finish it up, made it real stable. And we always try to build our ramps to what the code says, which is that it has to be a foot long for every inch high that it is. And a lot of people, we'll get out to their house and they expect to see an 8-foot sheet of plywood to do what needs to be a 30-foot ramp. And so we end up like we had to do with this one, where we came out, we made it about 26 feet long, so we could get that 1 inch per foot slope on it. In the wintertime, it gets slippery with ice, or when it's raining, and so this makes it a lot easier to be able to get up and down the ramp. And also, if you're pushing a wheelchair up or using a motorized wheelchair, this is a much easier slope to maneuver. We try to do things in accordance with the ADA code and do it so that it's good and solid and sturdy for them, and they don't have to worry about anything falling or slipping or sliding down the ramp. So let me take you on a tour of this ramp, and we've got is a 16-foot section right here. You can go up to 24 feet before you need a landing or a rest stop in the ramp. Just if you go more than that, it gets hard to push somebody up a wheelchair, so you would need a landing. But what we come to here is a 90-degree turn. These are supposed to be at least 30 square feet, and it needs to have enough room that you could put somebody on a stretcher and be able to turn it and get down the ramp. And we've heard back from a lot of people or emergency medical personnel that have said, man, this is a great ramp because we can actually maneuver on it and get around. And then we've got just a little 10-foot section going up here to the door. A lot of times we'll build a little platform right outside the door, but this one we're able to just come right off of the ramp to a landing and then down the other 16 feet to the ground. Another important aspect is the handrails, and that handrails need to be 36 inches high. So we build our posts that support the ramp as all part of the handrail system, and so it's all one 4x4 post that comes all the way up. We space our 4x4s no more than 6 feet apart, so that the ramp has plenty of supports and the weight's evenly distributed through it. We use cinder blocks, put cap blocks into holes to help support that ramp and spread the load out a little bit more, give it something solid to sit on. The ramps are required to be at least 3 feet wide. We like to build ours 4 feet, just to give extra space for maneuvering a wheelchair or a stretcher, whatever you needed. We put the 2x4s here on the rails on the inside, so that if somebody's wheeling down and they have a foot leaning out of a wheelchair, it doesn't get caught on the posts or anything. So we try to keep all the 2x4s on the inside, so that it gives a good straight run to go down. Let me show you down here. We put what's called a drop girder underneath the ramp to help support that. So it's got extra bolts going into the 2x6s to help support the end of the ramp and just ties everything together that much more, makes it more rigid, and you can really shake on this thing and it's not going anywhere. And people love how sturdy they are when we're done. Building a ramp and all is great, but that's not the main purpose of why we're here. We really are here for a more spiritual purpose, in that we want to be able to share with people the love of Christ. And a lot of people that need ramps are shut-ins. They don't get out much, and to have people come in and encourage them, through words and through the actions of building a ramp like this, it can really, I think, open doors for people to hear about the gospel. And and that's the main purpose of us being here, is to be able to share Christ's love, to even the plan of salvation and the eternal significance of why we're here. So we really do see people are much softer to hearing about the gospel and hearing, the name of Jesus proclaimed if you're out here doing acts of service for him. We get to be out here and interact with people, and it's great. We get to hear the thank yous and the hugs from them, and it's really encouraging to us. And I just want to pass on some of those thank yous and the encouragement to those that support us, whether financially or through prayer support or even coming out to volunteer. And we would love to have more volunteers. We'd love to have more people get involved, and sometimes it's great. The homeowners are just grateful to have somebody come in and sit and talk with them. So, there's lots of different ways you could serve, and we just thank you for all the different ways that you've contributed toward the ministry.